For a fast and reliable coin service, check out onefifa.com in the description down below. Also for 5% off, use discount code GCAN5. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to the second part of my Bundesliga team of the season predictions. This part we are going to be looking at the strikers and the sub bench. So if you think I'm missing out on any goalies, defenders or midfielders, there could be a big chance they were in the first episode. Now I do want to say there is a few players as well that do deserve mentions that could possibly be included. These are Farfan, Grosskreutz, Iron Robin and Berndeleno the goalkeeper, because I didn't actually include a goalie in the bench. But before we get stuck into it, please do comment down below with who you think will be in the Bundesliga team of the season. Also, if you check back on my channel, you'll be able to see the first part of this one and the 3 parts of my Barclays Premier League one. But anyway, let's get stuck into it. So, as for the first of the 2 strikers, I do think Robert Lewandowski will make it into it, scoring 17 goals and getting, I believe, 8 assists in 29 games this season. He has been fantastic for Borussia Dortmund. He's also got 6 goals in 8 Champions League games and has been very important in their Champions League run. And of course, they came very close to actually pulling off a magnificent comeback against Real Madrid a couple days ago. So he is definitely deserving of a Team of the Season card. We'll obviously be at Bayern next season, so it would be a great last hurrah. And how fantastic would that 91 rated card be? I would definitely use it. Next up, we have Adrian Ramos. This guy actually yesterday confirmed his move to Dortmund. So we have Lewandowski, one striker on his way out, and Ramos on his way in. He scored 16 goals in 1 less game, so 1 less goal, 1 less game than Lewandowski, and he has had a fantastic season. I mean, he's absolutely broke into it this year. He got an upgrade on his Fit with FIFA card, he got a inform, and I personally think he's completely deserving of that. And with the possibility of Falcao missing the World Cup, he definitely deserves to go with Colombia. Next up, we have Mats Hummels. This guy is the first of the players on the bench. There's a few people that were suggesting he should have been in the first team, but I chose a couple different players over him. I went for Boateng and I went for Ginter. A lot of people now suddenly saying Ginter shouldn't have been in it, although that's what everyone was saying to start with. So Hummels and Dante are 2 that are in with a very, very good chance, but I haven't actually included Dante on this subs bench, but once again, he's one that definitely deserves a mention. But how fantastic would that 89 rated card be? Another one that I would certainly use. Next up, we have Rodriguez. This guy is so deserving of that left-back spot. He has been absolutely amazing this year for VfL Wolfsburg. Scoring, I believe, is something like 5 goals and getting 8 assists, or 8 goals, 5 assists, something like that from left-back, and just been really, really solid all season. He's definitely deserved on it, and to go from a 74 to 80, I think that would make sense. They're usually upgraded by 5 ratings, but when they're silver, sometimes you get a bit more of a boost. A 6 rating one would show just the level he's really playing at, around an 80 level. Next up, we have Marco Reus on the bench. This guy, again, put in a fantastic performance in midweek against Real Madrid. I believe he got 2 of the goals. I think he got both the goals, actually. One went round. Yeah, he got both the goals against Real Madrid in midweek, and he has been fantastic. He picked up that second inform, which I actually did a video on earlier today, if you want to go check that out, guys. But last week, he got that second inform. He's played fantastically again. One of a few players for Dortmund this season who hasn't been too injury-prone and has been very, very good when he's been around. Next up, we have Mario Mandzukic. He is the joint top scorer in the Bundesliga with Robert Lewandowski getting 17 goals as well. Now, of course, he's in a very, very good Bayern squad, so you would expect him to be banging in lots of goals. But you do have to put them away, I guess, and he most certainly has done that. He hasn't been featuring in every game, and every time he does seem to come up with a goal, especially when they need it. So a nice bump up of 4 to an 87 rating. You could very likely see him on the bench, and he would be a very good Team of the Season card should he get one. Next up, we have Bastian Schweinsteiger. It was very close between him and Lahm making the starting 11, but most people seem to think Lahm should have made it over Schweinsteiger, and he was sadly suspended for the Manchester United game in midweek. But nonetheless, he would be very, very deserving of a Team of the Season card. He's had another fantastic season. He's just going from strength to strength, and a 92 rated Schweinsteiger would be amazing. The pace, the shooting, passing, defending, it would just be an absolutely outstanding card and one of the best midfielders on the game. Next up, we have Firmino. This is another one who's been a bit of a surprise this season, but he has been absolutely tremendous. Now, he's got so many goals this season. He's got 14 so far, which is the same as Kiesling and some other strikers, so it makes him the joint 4th, basically, goal scorer, as there's people with 17, 16, 15 and 14, so he'd be very deserving of it, scoring so many goals from midfield, and that's why I've kind of bumped up a few of those stats. And once again, this guy would be so overpowered and be a really, really good card to use, and he's definitely deserving. And last but most certainly not least, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This guy has picked up 13, the same as Marco Reus has done this season, and A lot of people once again saying he's very deserving of getting it. Playing on the right mid, once again one of those few Dortmund players who haven't been too embarrassing. 27 games he's played, so he's not really been hit by injury, which is something that can't be said for many of the rest of them. But in general, he's picked up a good amount of goals, all from the right mid, which once again, to get 13 in the league from right mid is actually pretty decent, considering the top scorer was a striker with 17. He'd be deserving. So this is the full team of the season that I'm predicting. We've got obviously Neuer in goal, Rafinha, Boateng, Ginter, Alaba. Then we've got Ribery left mid, Raphael, Lahm and Müller. Then we've got Lewandowski and Ramos strikers, and then we have Rodriguez on the bench, Hummels on the bench, Firmino, Schweinsteiger, Aubameyang, Royce and Mario Mandzukic. Of course, as I mentioned, big shout outs to Dante, Farfan, Grosskreutz, Robben, Bernd Leno and a few others that could quite likely get in. But that is the end of this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy this team of the season prediction. Which league would you like to see me have a look at the possible team of the season for next? Also, I've just uploaded a new video to my second channel. If you want to click the screen now and go and check it out, then please do so. It's me experimenting on Football Manager to see what Arsenal will be like without Arsene Wenger. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you go check out that video as well. Subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.